Welcome to your known unknown, where Source and I will help to shed light on what's unknown to you. Welcome back. Welcome here if it's your first time. We're gonna do a reading and see what needs to be said. The holidays have passed. We're on to the new cycles of the moons, new chapters, new energies, forward and forever transmuting. Looks pretty good. All right, sweet. Well, let's just get to it. Without further ado, let's get to it. Let's into it. Let's pull some cards for you today. We're going to see what needs to be seen. I'm going to ring a bell and clear the energies, so please turn on the volume if you're sensitive to sound. Here we go. Continuing themed energy, we have the Tower, we have the Death card, we have the Nine of Pentacles along with it. Ace of Pentacles, you're seeing what you need to do, what you need to be. You're seeing where your focus needs to be placed in order for you to succeed. Good. Something's breaking. Something's coming down. And that something is big. That something is perfectly pertaining to you and your story. But whatever it is, it's clearing energies for you to focus on something more importantly, for you to have more of a connection without the static, without the muck of the rest of the world and the system and the matrix. You're getting all that shit out of your way. How? Lots of self-development, lots of practice, lots of trial and error, lots of finding that in order to find that needle in the haystack, you get rid of the hay first. You clear the space to make way for your thoughts, which are not inherently yours, to come through and guide you and teach you and direct you. You're connecting into your intuition. The Tower has happening, or within this week. Something's hitting. Something is sinking in. Sit in a space of stillness so you can hear what that is. So you don't overlook what you're looking for. It's not like you won't miss it. It's not like it will miss you. It's not like what's not meant for you will slip by. It will cycle through and through and through. I'm not talking about like the unnecessary things that are meant for you. I'm talking about the thing that's meant for you, the purpose, the most basic purpose that fulfills you, that will never slip by. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Moon with this. You're gathering, you're culminating. I love that word. You're culminating your resources, your knowledge, your wisdom, your experiences, and you're kind of starting to control it and work with it and use that to be the foundation of what you're creating in life, or what life has to ultimately offer you. Whether it be your destiny or whether it be in your control, you are the one guiding it and creating the next milestone and the next milestone. And so you've shattered one milestone, something grabbing you, something that's been gripping you for probably longer than you would like. It's like the overwhelm has quieted down just long enough for you to get the glimpse of the messages you needed, and you're like, what's the quickest way to change my life? What's the one thing that I can do today? What's the one thing that is keeping a cycle going? Fuck all the other cycles. All the other cycles can wait. There's got to be one thing that if I just rewrote in my story, that I just rewrote in my nervous system, that if I could find a way to make this one thing not just grip me and keep me distracted, that one thing, that would domino affect so many things in my life. And I think you got the quietness just long enough, or the awareness just obviously enough for you to get that message, and you go, that's the common denominator right there. That's the unhealthy practice. That's the devil, right? That's the challenge. But you're so ready for it that it's not a challenge. It actually allowed stillness to become. And out of that stillness, that comfort, that acceptance, you got a message. But it was a self-to-self message. And those aren't always like messages. That's more like a aha moment, or like an integration. You accepted something, and so it is. You were ready for it. And it's a sense of self-love and acceptance that you just got over. Whatever it was that was karmically binding you, to your old you, was connected deeply to each other. That doesn't make sense. It's like the thing that you're breaking through now is tied to these other big bubbles, these other big hindrances, and you know that it's snowballing now. It kept you in a cycle of grief, despair, lack of self-esteem, fear of being seen, fear of being yourself. Because why? Because you're brash, because you're loud, because you're passionate, because people say, oh, you're too emotional or something. Whatever. That's their own personal problem. They can't accept boisterous emotions because they don't know how to not let somebody else's emotions affect them. That's a personal problem. That's a lack of strength right there. If my problems influence your feelings, it's a big problem. And it doesn't always feel good. Makes you seem and feel like you're being shut off, closed off to them or something, but that's not the case. The fact of the matter is we don't know how to practice self-sovereignty and standing in a sense of self while still holding empathy for some other people, you know? We allow the others to influence how we feel because of how they feel or think of us. And that is something that whatever acceptance has allowed you to go through and understand, or at least integrate and walk with, whether you comprehend it or not, it's given you this chance to clear that. The purpose that you are here for is not meant to be without you, I'm hearing. Meaning you are meant to be doing exactly what you are doing and forever on. So as you live your life, as you continue your story, under the allowance of free will, as you make your choices, you are forever going to be exactly where you're supposed to be. You learn something new, that's the new place you're supposed to be in. You start a new job, that's what exactly you're meant to be doing. It's like by accepting others being who and what they are and learning how to not let that influence your emotional state of being, it freed you up internally. The mirrors that you're understanding, if there was something in you that you just couldn't figure out, you probably stopped trying to focus inward and started focusing externally, and that allowed a back door back into yourself. Kind of like if you're feeling cluttered in life, if you're feeling foggy minded, you go clean your environment. Go clean your room. Go declutter stuff, organize stuff, clean your car. And that just kind of intrinsically clears your mind, right? Well, I'm sure if you're sitting there in return, practicing meditation, mindfulness, clearing your mind, you would probably open your eyes and be like, ooh, my room is a mess. I want to actually clean this place up. No, I should probably. So you go, I am now cleaning this place. The state of being. If any of that makes sense there, I hope somebody grabbed onto any of that. We'll be doing another reading next week for the next full moon we have coming up. So don't you worry, we'll see where those go. Right now, we will have movement taking place throughout the next week. Eight of Wands, movement, fast-paced, almost Chariot, but taking each day as it comes and knowing that you can tackle it emotionally, like with strength. You've understood now, your batteries don't wear out. Culmination. What the fuck did I say? Culmination. Nine of Pentacles. We've had the Nine of Pentacles pop out twice. We have the Wealth card, another Ace of Pentacles, two Ace of Pentacles confirmation. Whatever's in you is still dying. All right, so keep your wits about you, because, okay, spiritually and neurologically speaking, this shit takes time. Okay, you don't just wake up a new person the next day. You literally don't. You can, but we don't. We're not that strong. We're not that self-sovereign. We're not that aware and educated and practiced and integrated enough and evolved enough to not let emotions dictate our realities yet. So things take time. It takes time to create a new habit. Don't reward yourself yet. That's all I'm hearing. Don't reward yourself yet. This one takes a bit. Okay? This one takes a bit of time to re-habitualize. This one takes a bit of time to desensitize, to detox the dopamine addiction. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. Another Tower. This might be specifically for somebody, but I'm hearing the friendships around you are changing. I'm hearing friendships specifically because it was written on the card, but it could just be relationships around you are changing. That can also be your relationship to the things around you are changing. I had some repeating numbers on the clock as I was saying that part. We opened this reading with the Tower. We're closing this reading with the Tower. The experience that we're all living in right now is highly dictated by the planets moving in and out of Capricorn for this season. The black and white of karma are highly potent right now. Your decisions are creating the frequency, and the divine wants you to be aware that they take into consideration how you're feeling when you're making these decisions. So it doesn't all have to be feel good and butterflies the whole time. Sometimes discipline is the tension needed for that bow to hit the bullseye that you're going for in life. I'm hearing Saturn rewards chaos with peace and love. And it rewards peace and love with continuation. So the trick of Saturn can be that when continuation becomes comfortable and boring, it will flip the chaos into your reality for you. I heard if and then nothing else. If blank. If you so choose, if you believe, etc., etc., whatever. Let your mind fill in the space. But the karma that we're living in right now is very polarized. You will either make a good decision or you will either make a bad decision. And to be honest, from what I'm foreseeing, emotional energies coming through, coming in for us, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel very great. You're going to feel very capable, very strong, very worthy, very fired up. You won't feel like you're leaving anything behind. Let's put it that way. You will feel like you are ready for this change. Yeah. You do feel like you're ready for this transitional period and that you're excited for it. And you even know that if you get too excited for it, the anxiety and anticipation will drive you crazy. So you just remind yourself day to day, be here now, be here now, be here now. Today, right here, right now. Bad thought, cancel, breathe. Bad thought, cancel, breathe. Good thought, thank you. Good thought, thank you. Bad thought, cancel, breathe. That's it. And too much annoyance, if you start to get frustrated, you start to get uncomfortable, you start to get hungry, you sit there and in your head, you pray and you breathe, and you pray and you breathe and you think. And that's it. And that's your mantra. And you do that day in and day out and rewire your goddamn brain so the first thought you have in the morning isn't, let me check my text messages. It's angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, universe, source, divine creator, higher self that you are and all that I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being with me here and now. Let's get the fuck up. Right? Let's have a good day. Let's have a day worth pursuing. Let's have a day worth completing. One that doesn't make me feel inferior or like I need to learn something else. One that helps me know that I am learning, that I am achieving, that I am exactly where I should be. In your name I experience, in your name I exist. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First thoughts of the day. With that, we are complete. I hope this message finds you well. I hope there is some sort of a message that resonates with you in this. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to grow this channel and keep showering guidance for all of us as often as we need. I'm going to take a deep breath and disconnect from this channel. You can join in with me if you would like. And until then, much love, and until next time.